Hey, another beautiful day out here at the River House, and there's a fair bit on the plate this morning. First off, last time we were left, we doused the entire floor in Listerine, okay? And I want to mop the sticky shine up and take with it all the funkies. I will say it worked great. This place only has the barest whiff, a little soupçons of rat turd, so lots of success there. Picked us up a brand new Harbor Freight saw that's going to go in that general direction, and then hopefully on up the stairs and wrap up at least one side. Finish something! I don't have a lot of time today because I get to help somebody move later. So, being a guy with the big trucks and trailers isn't always what it's cracked up to be. No, I'm fine. There'll be pizza and maybe a beer. Let's get on it. So today, our tools are as sophisticated as a mop. And for some reason, my wife said, yeah, you can just leave that out there. Huh, I don't know why. And a bucket full of slightly rusty water. Because the well is puking slightly rusty water. The well, of course, is right out there, as seen from the kitchen view of the river. Anyways, it's right there. It is a horrible, horrible mess, but considering that they said, oh yeah, the well doesn't work at all, and the fact that the well works, I don't know if it's just fine, but it works. And my original plan was to run all the way down to the river with buckets of water. I'm not complaining.
Oh,
that's better. So, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to deem my paper experiment a sad and dismal failure, one of many. I'm going to pull that back down. We're going to put the rest of the insulation up. We're going to sweep this. And then I'm running plastic the whole way, because why not? A couple of issues I'm just going to leave. And you know what? You can't fix it all. I'm not going to mess with this right now. I believe I understand what's going on. I believe that this wall was built cantilevered, so they extended this floor with crap and then braced it to keep it from flipping up. I figure I can probably overcome that by putting just a fake wall inside. A stub wall. It's going to have two stupid walls in there, and that's going to be dumb, but it was better than all those little slats that you can still see over there. It's like they built the top of this thing 4 or 5 inches too wide on each side. It's weird. It's very weird. But we will keep it from falling down, and of course, you know, this wall here on both sides, that's got to take some weight. We'll ignore the fact that it bellies 4 inches in the middle. I'm sure that's structural. So yeah, just gonna get in here, get covered in the rat dookie, get this insulation up, and then get it all covered with plastic so that it's done. We managed to caulk all those edges last time. So let's get it done, get that plastic out, and just be through with this and move on to doing the exact same thing. Ooh. All done. I still can feel a bit of a breeze over there, but makes sense considering the outside walls are 2x4s laid flat. I can't feel any air movement up at the top. We'll have to pinch it nice and tight down at the bottom down there. The reason I used the cardboard was because this insulation just keeps dropping out. You know, this way I got more than just the staple and the plastic. You got to pull through the cardboard too. That was Dad's idea. Appears to have worked just fine. That ought to keep all that plastic up. And I got a few more to tack in down over there. All that's next is that little hellscape through there. So that'll be fun. Look at it. Look at it. Just non-stop. What is that? Non-stop fun back there. If you wanted to show up and do this, I wouldn't even charge you much. Just a little bit. I mean, come on. You can't expect all the good things for free, right? Okay, I've given her a bit of a spritz and a sweep and a vacuum. And I got this first chunk here ready to rock. Stinks a bunch. What I'm going to do is I got some of this heavy felt that I found up in a corner. I'm going to go ahead and put those over those holes. Staple it down, and then that joint there where it doesn't overlap, and staple it down. I don't know really why it matters, but might as well block up any sort of air leaks that we possibly can. Then I'm going to come along and just do what I did before. Start pulling down hopefully the first little bit of insulation. Not all of it, though last time I ended up pulling it all down. Get it some caulking up in there and put it back up into place. This appears to have, at least on the few that I can see, actual blocking. So with luck it won't take that much. Downside is I appear to only have one tube of caulking. That just ain't gonna cut it, which is a bummer. I don't want to drive back and get more. Don't know why we've got a single post in the middle of it, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. So if I can get through to this part, I'll consider that fine, and then I'll work on getting that pocket of crap out of there. Get some of this wood cut up and downstairs and in the firewood pile, and who knows, maybe I'll spend the remainder of the afternoon putting the insulation back up in the ceiling. But I like that. Okay, yeah, this is pretty pointless. The crack is much smaller, and they've packed it with insulation, but you know, I would much prefer airtight as best as can be done. And it is simply too wide a crack to fill it with caulking. I mean, I could, but I'll empty that tube of caulking in 3 bays, 4 bays, and I've got 2 dozen. So at this point, as much as I hate doing it, I might as well just run home and get a can of spray foam from the hardware store, because that would be a far more efficient vehicle to pack this up in. This is stupid to continue. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, we're back. What a waste of half an hour. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I want to make an attempt to reattach the insulation better, maybe 2 feet back, in the hopes that I can just have them hang. Then I got to pull them down, get the insulation out of the crack, spray foam them, get them back up again. But maybe I don't have to pull them all the way down like last time. What is that, first third? First third is up. I forgot I shouldn't have put the strips up there because I'm going to overlap those. But you can hear the noise outside slowly drop as we get the insulation back up into place and put the plastic up. Not necessarily the noise downstairs, but the noise up here. I promised I'd be home by 7:30 for dinner, so I don't know how much time we've... Well, we got another hour and a half. Well, another hour and a half ought to see a lot of this at least taken care of. My helper really wants to pound boards, so I'll probably end up having some assistance. But let's get most of that rat crap picked up first before he gets in there. I mean, it's so much better than it was, but yeah, there's room for improvement. So I had just finished up sealing all of those rafters, and she's totally sealed up now. and I had a little bit of a can left over, and I hate wasting stuff. So I thought, let's look for other stuff to seal, right? And I figured plumbing pipes. Let's go mouse block those, make sure it's all done. So I came into the kitchen, I pulled up the boards in the bottom, and whoa! I do think I found Mickey's Hacienda. And also probably why I could never quite seem to get rid of the rat smell over in here. Now unfortunately, the only cupboard that seems to have removable boards is that first one. But I can get in through the drawers on the rest of it. I'm going to stop everything and do some evictions. What's better? I got it completely soaked down with the Listerine. Man, that works good. I gotta shut this off quickly because I forgot to turn the music off. I don't want to pay, what is it, 21 Pilots? I don't want to pay them for this. Come in like I came out. Gorgeous! We're done. I got that one section over there. I didn't mess with any of these. A lot of these bottom ones just have to be ripped out. But I got all that junk moved, and this whole area has been thoroughly soaked with the Lysol so that we don't have to smell the poopy next time. As far as when it'll be the next time out here, I don't know. I mean, I've been here now 10.5 hours. I'm pretty done, considering I still have to go back to school and prep for next week. Hard day's work, lots of different stuff. We got all sorts of progress upstairs, though it might not necessarily feel like it. We got the downstairs floors all mopped. I didn't show you anything or video it, but I also cut off the two doors because the front door and the back door, they hit so hard. He was ripping the hinges out of the door frame. And I know it's because the building is sagging, but you know, whatever. Once the building is properly leveled, I'll have to make new doors anyways. Whoa, dude. High on life. Now I feel sick. Thanks for watching.